Okay, so Gypsy Rose went on Bree's live, I guess to give her, I guess to tell how she feels and to kind of, clap back at what she calls her haters. So I just wanted to react to some of that with you. Let's watch this first clip.
Clarify or talk about. I mean, you don't have to, but I just figured you don't come up here often. Well,
I know. I'm just chilling.
Okay. You don't have to.
I haven't.
Just chill. We don't even have to talk about that.
I haven't been I have not been in live that much.
You haven't been on social media much.
Yeah, like a combination of I have my passwords to where I can log in. If I want to, but for posting and stuff like that, I'll make the content and then send it over to my PR team. They will edit it and post it for me. And we do that a lot on a regular, so...
I cannot believe that you have not been online very much, because you stay online. And not only that, you may not have been online under your Gypsy Rose media account, but we know that you've got throwaway accounts. You were using them whenever Ken was on Sir Morbid Live's channel. And honey, if your PR team is doing your videos, you may need to get another PR team, because honey, they're worse than mine. They look amateurish. So girl, come on, don't be telling us that. Stop the lying.
I'm in the live. Yeah, it's me, but I'm probably not going to be there for very long. This is the longest that I've been in a live for a long time.
I know. Well, I'm sure many people are probably glad that you came up. They always tell Gypsy to come up.
Also, I feel like Ken makes me feel more comfortable. So if he's in there, then I'm more likely to come in there too.
Yeah, I'm glad he came.
Codependent much?
I Ken for wanting to defend Gypsy. Of course, we all have our opinions of Morbid, but I want to say this, and while he's in the chat, for the most part, I find that they have been respectful to him. Mm-hmm. But my only issue ever is that, the way, they just are so horrible to Gypsy. And y'all know, I'm going to have Gypsy's back regardless. So, and I don't like that. I hate when they speak about her in that way, and it just drives me fucking crazy. But, Ken just loves her, y'all, and he just wants to defend his girl, his lady.
Which I think that's very admirable. And
on Morbid's Live, I think everybody was respectful to Ken. Now, Bree, just a little bit of fangirling or crushing on Gypsy. I mean, that is ridiculous. You're not even acting like a friend. All you can do is kiss her behind every time you talk to her. I mean, it's like you cannot even say anything negative to her. Everything she says to you, it's true fact. I mean, that is just, it's just cringe to listen to her talk to Gypsy. Oh my God. But sometimes if you reach out and try to talk with the other side, maybe you could understand as well why they don't like you, and maybe you could set some stuff right. Maybe you could change some minds, or at least have some the other side would have some understanding of where you come from.
My perspective is very, reality based, where a lot of times I'm kind of social media, what we don't see won't hurt us. Right. So just kind of live in the present, live in the real life. We have a lot going on. I'm 5 months pregnant. We've got a lot of good things going for us. Coming up on a holiday here pretty soon. So I'm looking forward to all of these milestone moments. That's going to be my first since prison. So, I don't want to keep my head in the phone or on social media. I want it to be in the real world, and I want him to feel the same way. So we have had a lot of discussions about social media and about how to be more grounded with reality.
All right, first of all, your head is always in social media. And you are so pressed by what people say that you can't ignore it. You also delete bad comments. And you do live in that social media world. That's all you care about. So, I just don't understand it. That's why you changed everything to Gypsy Rose Media. It's because you care about that.
And I'm glad that you're saying that because, one of the things that people like to perpetuate is that, you can't get away from social media. And I will argue these points with people. And sometimes I don't because it's like not even worth it. But
I hate social media. If it was just my opinion alone, I would have already deleted my TikTok, deleted my completely off social media. But a lot of people were talking to me and in my ear, it's 10 million followers. Do you realize how big that is? People cannot buy that kind of following. Maybe they can. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. But, I got that organically from the time that I got released. My social accounts blew up. And so there are people that tell me you'd be a dumbass if you would delete your socials.
I think there was nothing wrong. There's a lot of people don't realize is that you having a normal job would be, and right now anyway, would be so hard. I witnessed myself at
lying again. Honey, how do you hate social media and you want to be a social media influencer? Make that make sense. Quit lying. Oh my God. Didn't you just get your nose done? It's growing right back. Secondly, I really don't think that all of your following is organic. I believe that you have bought some followers because why would people be going onto your page saying, quit buying me? Seriously? And not only that, it's also common knowledge that you had all of this social medias up before you even left prison. You had your friend having people to pay to ask questions so that she could then talk to you, ask you the questions, and then you answer it for them. Don't act like we don't know this. It is common knowledge. You even had Ryan running some of these social medias. So stop lying. We all know what's going on. You really think that we're all stupid and we don't know or we can't see the truth. Honey, we can see
it.
How many
times that people stopped you? Could you imagine working at Walmart or McDonald's?
I can't. That was the problem. Even with my prison
You're too lazy to go out and get a 9 to 5.
And I was working as a photographer in the visiting room. I had to quit that position and move to a position doing warehouse work inside prison because the families would recognize me and want to talk to me, and they were all nice, but part of the rules was you can't socialize with other inmates visitors.
Narcissistic. So you think that you are so famous that you can't have a regular job because everybody wants to talk to Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Oh my God, honey, it's not fame, it's infamy.
My book, the documentary, the TV show, everything that even my social media, being an influencer, that counts as a job. So as long as I still have that is my income. That is my job.
And the thing is, Gypsy, anybody would have done it. Anybody in your position would have done it. And that's the thing that I was just like the plea deal, just like this opportunity, everything that you've done, everything that you've
narcissistic. So you think that you are so famous that you can't have a regular job because everybody wants to talk to Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Oh my God, honey, it's not fame, it's infamy.
Grabbed onto any person in your position would have done the same exact thing.
And I feel like it's not the things that I'm currently doing, it's not circulating around the crime.
Yes,
like
not
the
at all.
TV show is about my life currently. My social media, there's not one thing posted about the crime on my social media. How am I profiting off of the crime? Because that's what I'm known for. I'm trying to change that. If people would just give me the chance to prove that, hey, I can go from being known, infamous, to being known for doing something better with her.
Profiting off your crime, because if you didn't do that crime, nobody would even know who in the heck you even are. So yeah, you are. And why are you saying that you're trying to change who you were or who you are? Because everybody, even I gave you that chance. When you came out of prison, there are so many of us that have changed sides. We were for you. We wanted to see you do well. We wanted you to come out and do your best and experience things, because we didn't know the truth yet. But when you came out, you did this whole media tour, went everywhere while you were on parole. And when you went on there, you totally changed. And I guess you really didn't change. We actually saw the real you. The real Gypsy Rose Blanchard. You sat out there on these interviews, did not take any kind of you didn't take, you did not take any accountability of what you did. You wanted to take the crime that you pleaded guilty for, and you wanted to downplay it. You wanted to say you were accomplice, or you were, it was conspiracy. No, baby, you are a murderer. That is what you are. You planned it. If you did not manipulate Nick, I don't think that he would have ever killed anybody. Because you know what? It's very few times that you meet somebody in your life that's as much of a master manipulator as you are. You took this man, this disabled man, and you wrecked his life. You had a hand in killing his mother. You lied. Oh, she's doing fine. I'm going to take care of him. Yeah, you took care of him all right, didn't you? And then you go on here thinking that you're better than everybody and thinking that you should have everything given to you on a silver platter. You are continuing the con that your mother taught you how to do. You will not get up off that padded behind of yours and work for anything. Then you treated Ryan like he was a piece of trash whenever he was the one that had your back while you were locked up. Whenever people like Ken dropped you like a dirty pair of drawers. And then you ran back to him. You're a liar. You even said on all of those videos, oh, if he doesn't want me at my worst, he can't have me at my best. Really, baby? Because you took him back quick. You forgot about the ones that really did care about you. And you know what? Karma will come around for you. And you're going to find yourself with nobody in your corner.
And that's my point on social media.
It's not going to happen overnight.
It's not going to happen overnight. And I am still finding, what is my niche? What is my purpose?
What is your purpose? We know it's not to help anybody else. We know it's to help yourself and get whatever you want.
Came out, I wanted to advocate, but people like Nina and Morbid and all of these content creators slam me down. And I'm human. That's going to get to me. So what else do I have? Okay, I'm going to showcase my life. Putting on my makeup.
Nobody actually slammed you until after you did your media tour. And you lessened your accountability. That's when people stopped supporting you. So don't blame other people for what you have done yourself. Your real story came out. I think that if you would have done a couple of interviews, maybe one book, and then just lived a life of privacy, we probably all would have still been behind you because we wouldn't have known the whole truth. So quit blaming.
Because that's what's fun to me. Now, is there a time to get serious? Absolutely. But I'm trying to figure out the time and place.
Hey, Gypsy, it's almost been a year. When's that time and place going to be? Because you keep on sinking and you keep on telling these lies, and your supporters keep falling.
You have every right to do that. Like, what I try to tell people a lot of times is that when you always said you wanted to advocate, there are other things you're passionate about, not just what you went through. So
right.
That's for one. For two, you're allowed to change your mind. And not that you have, but you're allowed to. So three, you also, just because you say you're going to do something, it doesn't mean it has to be the next day. If you decide 4 years from now to start advocating, you're allowed to do that. And there's no time frame, and no one should expect there to be one. And that's, at the end of the day, that's just what it is. Like, a lot of people...
Maybe there's things going on behind the scenes that I have not even talked about yet. That only I know and privileged people know about that area in my life. There are things that will come into detail about.
Right. That's what I always tell people. Y'all do not know all the details. Y'all do not...
know about. Are you being investigated for something else? Are you planning the murder of somebody else? Come on. If something happens to you, you show it on social media. If you have a big poop, you're going to show it on social media.
Us reconnecting. But I even had a conversation with Lifetime because there was, we filmed. They were at my house whenever I made the donation to Make-A-Wish. And I still have the receipt from that. I sent it to you if you remember. Yeah. And I was disappointed that they didn't show that, because I'm like, that was something that I wanted to do. That was something that was on my heart. And all these haters are like, did she make a donation? And then went into so much just to try to message Make-A-Wish, asking if I did or if I didn't. I did. I have the receipt. But I'm not...
It's not supposed to be a publicity campaign when you give. You should be giving from your heart. You should not be giving to people or giving to foundations because you want to get some kind of clout from it. You had at least three trips. And I know one was from Make-A-Wish. You stole that from a real child that was sick. And I know on at least one of them, you were an adult and you stole that from a child. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Well, guys, that is all I can stomach of this conversation of her trying to make herself look like she is such a great person. And, oh, poor Gypsy, nobody's giving her a chance. So, guys, please tell me what you think about this down in the comments. And please subscribe. Help my brand new channel. And I also want to thank the pet stylist. I got a lot of this video from her, so I will link her video in the comments. Thank you. Please comment, like, subscribe to my channel. Help me start my new channel. I'm so excited, and I really want to share some more with you guys. So thank you so much.